I think if somebody apologises, it takes some effort to apologise. And then you just are gracious and you say, OK, but I was really scared. I was really shocked because I've never seen Game of Thrones. I thought, what on earth is that man saying about excrement? Good God. Harry has been so horrible about his family. And he's been extremely spiteful and used lots of appalling language. What happens to him? Nothing. So I think that they can't actually just be gracious and say, OK, well, you know, we were really shocked. It was shocking, but appreciate your apology. And then we all carry on with their lives. But they won't.
That was royal biographer Angela Levin there, calling out Harry and Meghan for not just being gracious and moving on from the whole Jeremy Clarkson saga. Miss Levin slammed Prince Harry for the horrible and spiteful things that he said publicly about his own family, but is unable to forgive Mr. Clarkson. This all comes back to the fact columnist and TV host Jeremy Clarkson found himself in hot water in December for an article that he wrote for The Sun on the Sussexes. Within the article, he wrote that he hated the Duchess of Sussex on a cellular level and compared her to serial killer Rose West. He also wrote that he lay in bed dreaming of the day when she, Meghan, is made to parade naked through the streets of every town in Britain while the crowds chant shame and throw lumps of excrement at her. The article received a record 25,000 complaints at the time, with the comments having similarities to the infamous Game of Thrones scene where Cersei is forced to walk the streets naked in shame. The Sun removed his column and apologised for its publication, and Jeremy Clarkson tweeted, writing, "I made a clumsy reference to a scene in Game of Thrones, and this has gone down badly with a great many people. I'm horrified to have caused so much hurt, and I shall be more careful in the future." Jeremy Clarkson said that on Christmas Day he emailed the couple admitting his language was horrible. Harry and Meghan didn't take it too kindly, Prince Harry even referencing it in one of his interviews during his recent media blitz, calling the column horrific and just hurtful and cruel towards my wife. The columnist and host released another apology message on his Instagram page, writing, "Meghan Markle, I really am sorry, all the way from the balls of my feet to the follicles on my head." But it wasn't enough for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to release this statement. While a new public apology has been issued today by Mr. Clarkson, what remains to be addressed is his long-standing pattern of writing articles that spread hate rhetoric, dangerous conspiracy theories and misogyny. But it doesn't end there, with Jeremy Clarkson facing even further backlash. Variety is reporting that Amazon Prime is set to stop streaming both Clarkson's TV shows, Clarkson's Farm and The Grand Tour, over the scandal. So will Jeremy Clarkson be a victim of cancel culture because of this article? Sky News Australia host Piers Morgan discussed this on his show.
They were desperate for an apology from Clarkson, simply so they could reject it. They could have accepted it, noted it, even ignored it, but instead they revelled in it, pouring fuel on the flames of his humiliation. Within hours, they lashed him in a statement for writing articles that spread hate rhetoric, dangerous conspiracy theories and misogyny. It's clear this is not an isolated incident shared in haste, they said, but rather a series of articles shared in hate. God, the dripping pomposity of that statement and the disingenuousness of it. Harry, let us remind ourselves, has literally just published a best-selling 416-page book, which is effectively a series of articles shared in hate.